Hey kids, I'm gonna record a video here in a little bit. Been a while since I've done one because I've been busy. Got my my Rode microphones here. That's the receiver. That's the transmitter. And we are going to set up my Hero 8 here. So we put the receiver on here and wire it up. You know, I haven't done this in a while. I kind of forgot what I'm doing. That's okay. It'll just take me a few minutes here. But I'm gonna hook up the cameras. I am in Kamalt, Oregon. I made a video last month, I think, and I pronounced it wrong. It's U-L-T at the end. C-H-E-M-U-L-T. And for some reason I was pronouncing it Kamalt, like malt milkshake, or malt liquor. Right? So we're gonna get set up here. I'm gonna put a camera here in front of me and I'll have a little talk with you guys. It's been a while, but let me tell you a little story about what's been going on tonight here on these roads. And I've been doing this Portland route for quite a little while, and right now I can test. Let's see, my Rode microphone. You see, it's picking up my sound. So if I'm too loud, you see how it pushed the bar. So it should be working. The battery's on both. I got my little microphone right here. You won't be able to hear that, but I'm recording on my cell phone. And of course, I'm looking at the screen when the camera's like right there. So I should be looking there to be actually talking to you. Years ago I heard, it's best when you're recording videos like that, when you're talking to an audience, is to wear your sunglasses. That way there's no error in what the eye line is. I could be over here, but I'm still talking to you. I could be over here still talking to you. I could be over here still talking to you, right? But even though I am a night owl, I can't wear my sunglasses at night. Let me get my camera set up and we will continue our little chat. All right, shouldn't be too off from resetting my 30-minute break here. We are in Kamalt, Oregon. Oh, how's my camera angle looking there? Look all right? Oh, let me hide my mess. Jeez, someone needs to clean his room. Man. First night on the road for the week, so I'm a little messy. I literally just threw my bags in the truck and hit the road. Did a 37-hour reset, so only had one day to sleep, one night to edit videos. I put one out yesterday, and that's been kind of it. Right back to work. I have 4 minutes for my 30 minutes up here. My little 30-minute break. I don't know why I said we, but I'm going to tell you guys a little story about something I've been seeing here the last couple weeks. No, it's been, well, this will be the second week, so it's been about a week. This route that I've been taking to Portland, it is, I think in a week I'm going to pull up my calculator here because I am incapable of mathing. I am not a math whiz at all in any form. My freaking Garmin GPS don't have a calculator. What's up with that? Anywho, I'm gonna put my hat up here and get a calculator so I can give you guys the proper maths. You know, shouldn't be so lazy. I should actually care about my audience. So, give me a second. We'll be right back. All right. So, getting back to the math, I was gonna give you guys. I am 31 minutes into my 30-minute break. So let's get this thing fired up and hit the road. I don't know what it is about my truck, like a weird glitch or something, but I turn the keys on and the windshield wipers test themselves. I don't know what it is. Doesn't do it all the time, but you know, my windshield wipers work, so I don't argue with it. So yeah, I've been doing this Portland run for a couple months now. I think so. It's 3,300 miles a week. Jeez, I can't math to save my life. It's 500 miles a night times 6. 5, 1, 15, 2, 25, 3. So yeah, it's safe to say that a 6-day week is 33 to 3,500 miles, right? Yeah, man. I slept okay yesterday. Like, according to my CPAP, I slept 10 hours, so I'm not tired. I'm just can't math. Let's just say I do 3,300 miles a week. I do that for a month. That'll be 13,300 miles? 400? 13,000? Let's just say I do 13,000 miles a month, right? And on this route back and forth to Portland,
you have 5 hours and 14 minutes of remaining drive time.
I have 5 hours and 14 minutes of remaining drive time. I am 214 miles from Portland. Speaking of mileages. But I know this route pretty well. I know every bump. I know every turn. I don't know why I leave my GPS on. It's not like I need to know the turns. It's nice to see because it pops up a little speedometer and stuff. And sometimes I bear down into some of these roads, and at night, I drive faster at night than I do during the day, for two reasons. Number one is I know what I'm doing. I've seen everything. I've got 3 million miles experience this year, and I've seen everything. I've been through every situation you can think of, so I'm not too worried about what's going on out here. Second reason is there's not a whole lot of people out here. You can run the speed limit or a little bit over. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's dangerous though. You do have animals and sleepy drivers. We've seen a couple tonight already. You'll be cruising along, and you look in your mirror and you'll see a set of headlights coming up on you. And the first one I saw tonight, they were coming up on me pretty quick, and I wasn't cruising myself, so I kind of slowed down to make sure it wasn't law enforcement trying to catch up to me. And they rode my tail for 10 miles. And they finally got out there and went around, and I could tell they were kind of sleepy because when they merged over, they almost ran off the road. And they go around in front of me, and no signal or nothing, and just kind of wandered along the road there, and then they sped up and they were gone. No harm, no foul, you know. And a couple miles up the road, I seen them hit their turn signal and drive off. And then there was a second one, and it was a little black Mercedes with Washington plates. And I'm a fan of German cars, so anytime I see one, I recognize it. I've been sneezing a lot tonight, so I gotta stay hydrated with energy drinks. Oh well. So this little black Mercedes passes me, and he was booking. He was 100 mile an hour, and that was about 2 hours ago when I first seen him tonight. And I get to this truck stop that I started the video at, Oregon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I could ask Google, but it'll screw up too. Pull into the driveway to get into the truck stop there, and the driveway is blocked for all the trucks to get in by this little black Mercedes. The lights are off. I rolled up on it. I could squeeze by, so it wasn't completely blocking the driveway. And the driver's seat's folded all the way back. Dude's laying down. And there's somebody in the back seat laying down too. So, you know, I'm looking down, you know, I can, from my little diesel powered perch up here, you can look down at cars and see what's going on. And, you know, they weren't fucking or nothing, but they're just passed out. And so I drove around to the truck stop, and I started thinking about it. And I'd seen this car before. I'd seen this car, today's Monday. I saw that car on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. in Portland, Oregon. And there's this area, well, it's not an area, but where I drop my trailer off, I go to a drop yard to pick up an empty trailer. And between there's a little industrial area. And it's funny, it made the news last week because a bunch of street racers closed down the intersection and did a sideshow, and they're pulling donuts and burnouts, and it's funny because somebody was recording it, and a couple of the cars were doing tandem donuts, and they crashed into each other. It was kind of funny. But that intersection, there's a hotel. It's like it's got some stupid name, like, you know, Night Inn or Days Inn or Sleep Inn or something like that. I'll have to look it up. And I was gonna turn left at that intersection. I look over, and there's this little black Mercedes, and the guy's slumped over the steering wheel. He's, you know, in the driveway to get out onto the road there. His wheels are turned a little bit, and he's just up against that steering wheel, out. Black Mercedes with Washington plates. And so yeah, I saw that. I was like, man. So I make the turn. I go down there, and there's a strip club right there on the corner, like a little bit ways down the corner. It's called Desire, I think. And they have a little kiosk out front. You know, like, remember where you used to get your photos developed, you know, a little photo stand. they got one selling coffee, and their sign says coffee and breakfast. I've always wanted to stop by and see what it is. You know, is it a girl in a bikini in there, or, you know, is she topless or something? You know, I do have a bunch of GoPro cameras. Maybe I should make a trip by there, huh? But yeah, I've always wanted to check that out. But anyway, I go to the drop yard, pick up my empty trailer, and I had to go from there a little ways north into Washington. And I make that turn where that hotel is that I was telling you about. And across the street is I think it's a Jack in the Box or McDonald's. And that little black Mercedes was parked over there. And the guy was passed out and leaned up against the steering wheel. In that parking lot, and there's people walking around and looking in the windows and stuff, and there's a lot of homeless in that neighborhood. And this is probably closer to 9 o'clock in the morning that Saturday. That was last Saturday, and they're just checking them out. And, you know, I didn't think nothing of it until tonight when that car passed me. So I don't know what that guy's up to. You know, you could think of a lot of things. You know, is he running drugs? Is he running prostitutes? You know, what's that guy's story? You know, should I call law enforcement, get them involved? I didn't see anyone, you know, trying to escape or anything. But you see things out here, and like I said, I'm doing this route. It's about 13,000 miles a month. I know pretty much everywhere the deer migrations are, where I can expect deer to jump out. I know where all the bumps are. I know all the turns. I know all the speed limits. So when I see something that sticks out of the ordinary like that, it gets my mind rolling, you know. It gets me, you know, I was a little sleepy tonight, a little tired, you know, I'll admit that. But now that I've got this mysterious black Mercedes on this route, you know, am I going to see him when I get to Portland? I'm 200 miles from Portland right now. You know, is he going to be at that hotel in the morning? And like I said, is it, you know, it's kind of a shady little area that I seen him the first time. Do you think he's running drugs, or there was a big push a few years ago for anti-trafficking. Truckers Against Trafficking, I believe is what it's called. And so yeah, they rely on us truck drivers to report stuff like that, you know. But I don't know how suspicious that actually was, you know. That's weird. But yeah, I figured I'd check in on you guys and tell you what's going on tonight. It's kind of weird, right? Mysterious car in the night on these lonely roads. I really don't get to see too much traffic. You'll see a truck pass me here in a second. And to be honest, I might see, you know, between Tumult and Eugene, I might see 3 trucks. It's about 100 miles between the two cities. I'm on the 58 going over the Willamette Pass, and that's just a dark 2-lane, windy, mountainous road. It's a little smoky out here. It's not as bad as it has been. But we got decent weather. It's kind of cooled off over here. outside the truck right now. It's 43 degrees at 4 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, we got an easy trip ahead of us. Like I said, we only got 200 miles. I'm going to get to Portland right at about 7 a.m. Get this trailer off and grab me an empty, and my trip back home to Reno is I already got that figured out. I don't know what the trailer number is or anything, or if I'm just gonna bring back an empty. I don't know. I'll check with dispatch in the morning. Oh, excuse me, I shouldn't be yawning. Look at this. I got NOS energy drink. Kind of a weird name for an energy drink, though, because nitrous oxide is what puts you to sleep. You know, you go to a dentist, you know, you get put under. That's nitrous oxide, and then, you know, it's also a performance additive. Not an additive, it's a performance adder to gasoline engines, and basically it increases the density of the fuel air mixture or something. It's basically a supercharger in a bottle. But yeah, kind of awkward to have an energy drink called NOS. It should be putting you to sleep so you can drill on your teeth. Right? Oh well, the things you think of when you're out here trucking like this, man. But this ain't gonna be a long video. This is only half the rambling I usually do. But hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're staying safe out there. Hope you're getting plenty of rest. And if you could do me a favor and get some rest for me too. I'm kind of tired. I don't know if I'm tired, it's just a little bit worn out. I'm going to push myself the rest of this month. We're only the second week into, what is this, June, July, August? I don't know. It's not that I don't know, it's like I don't care. I think it's August. I hope it's August. Anyway, I think we're the 8th day into August, 9th. No, it's 4 o'clock in the morning on the 10th of August. Wow. You know, in some respects, I feel bad for not knowing what the date is, but then it's kind of nice to not know. You know, it's one less detail you got to worry about. You know, I'm doing fine. The truck's doing fine. And money's coming in. Everything's fine. Who cares about the date, really? But I'm going to push myself the rest of this month. So what? That'll be 3 more weeks. And then I'm going to take a little bit of time off. I don't need a whole lot of time off. Just enough. I got friends that want to do some off-road trips, and I got a new motorcycle. I got something on the road up here. I don't know what's going on. Let me turn down my lights. I'm a little blind. No, it's fine. It's just I didn't remember my story a couple of videos back about the Shaggy DA. He'll pop out there when I'm tired. I didn't just see him. I just saw I think it was a deer walk by the reflector on the side of the road. And could have been Sasquatch. We are in Sasquatch country. You know, I started in jackalope country because we have jackalopes in Nevada, and then out here in Oregon, Pacific Northwest, you have Sasquatch. Yeah, maybe it was Sasquatch. Anyway, I am 4 minutes into trying to end this video, so I'm going to go ahead and clock off of here. like I said, I hope you guys are doing fine, staying safe out there. Remember to stay away from the news, and don't worry about social media and politics, and who cares what the lizard people are doing. You know, they got this figured out. Well, we're fine. Everyone's going to be safe. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, because without that, I really don't have a reason to make any of these videos. I'm doing it for attention. I'm doing it for love. I need you to love me. Oh, catch you kids later, huh?